Yo, what up, y'all? I'm back with another video. This one is a little different, y'all. I really need y'all advice. I want to hear y'all input on this situation that I'm in. This shit is crazy. I've never this 2020, I ain't gonna lie to you, 2020 has been pretty good to me. It's been 3 things, including this, what I'm about to tell y'all. 3 unfortunate things that happened in 2020 that affected, well, some more than other affected me. But let me just get straight to it. So as y'all already know, one of my interests and hobbies is traveling. I travel abroad all over the fucking world, and with this whole COVID thing going on in 2020, you really can't do too much of that. So the only place I wanted to I wanted to go somewhere this year, and you know, I was doing the research. I wanted to go to Japan, but when you get there, you got to have a 2-week quarantine, and there was a lot of other places like that. I won't go down the list, but what I decided to go with, a place that I'd never been to, and it was pretty inexpensive, was Cancun, Mexico. So I'm going to Cancun, and I specifically bought camera equipment so I can share my experience with y'all, because I still have yet to do that. And 2 things that I bought was this GoPro 9 that I'm recording with right now. And I also bought a Mavic Air 2, the bundle. I think the Mavic Air is $799, and the bundle that I bought came out to $988. So I spent about a little over $1,400 just to show y'all some shit. I mean, it's not specifically for y'all. I enjoy recording shit and stuff like that, but I had my YouTube page in mind. So let's get straight to it. So the day that my drone is supposed to be delivered, you know, I look at the tracking number, I see it's coming through FedEx. I know somebody that works in FedEx Express, so I can hit this person up and tell them, like, hey, I'm getting a package. Like, I can give them instructions. I can meet up with them or tell them, hey, just put it there, or here's how to get in, you know, shit like that. So I hit this person up. I'm like, yo, I'm expecting a package today. You know, hit me up when you get it, or whatever, you know, early in the morning. So this person never hit me back. So I'm kind of confused. I get on my FedEx app, and I look at the tracking number, and I see that it's coming through a different location. It's coming through FedEx Ground, which is different from Express. A lot of people can't tell the difference. But FedEx Express is overnight, and FedEx Ground is a little bit cheaper, and you know, you get your package in a few days. So I'm like, damn, that's why he didn't hit me back, because he didn't get it. So I'm like hoping I get home in time to get it. And this is like the earliest FedEx has ever delivered, but they ended up delivering my drone at noon, 12 p.m. And I'm like, fuck, because I'm not getting home until way later. So I got security cameras outside of, because I live in a condo. So I have a security camera outside of the building on the balcony, so it can look straight down to see, you know, who's coming in and out the building or whatever. And go ahead, don't fuck me up. Okay, so I can see people coming in and out the building, and so I'm low-key pissed, because I see the FedEx guy. He pulls up. This dude don't even ring my doorbell. He just throw my package down and walk off. It looks like he rings the doorbell, but my doorbell is not there. I don't know if he turned the knob or what, but that wasn't a doorbell. So he did that. And I'm just sitting there like in awe, like, yo, that's first of all, why wouldn't they have a signature required on a package valued at $988? Blows my mind. So I'm sitting up here like shit in my pants. I'm hoping don't nobody steal my shit. And so I'm periodically checking the camera, making sure it's still there, and I look and the package is gone. So I go back through the recording history, and I see that one of my neighbors grabbed it. The neighbor I'm cool with. You know, I pretty much know all of my neighbors. Most of them are old, so we're not like cool, but we know each other. You know, we talking passing and everything. But one of my neighbors I went to school with. So I see that neighbor, he grabs the package for me and he put it on the inside. I'm like, oh, thank God. And mind you, we do have one relatively new neighbor that lives directly below me that moved in maybe, I don't know, 5 months ago or something like that. Haven't met him, haven't really wanted to, per se. I mean, I see like a whole bunch of younger adults, maybe like early 20s and down, come in and out of there. So, you know, I see them, but I really never say nothing. So fast forward to later that night, you know, I'm excited as hell. I get home like around 7 p.m., maybe 7:30 p.m. So while I'm walking in, that same neighbor that brought it in for me, he walking out. I'm like, perfect. Yo, what's up, man? Hey, you got my package? I'm excited as hell. And he paused like, and he looked like, nah, I brought it in and I put it right below the mailboxes. So our mailboxes is when you walk straight in the door, it's directly to your right. Then you can go to the, you know, the condos or whatever. So I'm like, damn. I mean, that's not what I told him, I'm like, man, that is not what I wanted to hear right now. So, you know, he leave out and I go like knocking on each and everybody's door, because sometimes other neighbors, they'll accidentally take a package, or they'll take it and hold it for you. And, you know, so I'm knocking on everybody's door. Nobody has my package. So at this point, I'm a little aggravated, I'm a little heated, I'm a little upset, and I have a feeling that these new neighbors, I got a feeling that they took my shit. I don't know it for sure, but I be seeing like these little dirty ass boys coming in and out, and that's part of the reason I've never like spoke to the people, because as long as they mind their business, I mind my business. It's always been a little confusing that like, I'm like, how the fuck are they, you know, affording the shit? Where I stay at, it ain't like hella expensive, but it's older people and like people in their late 20s that live there. And, you know, it's a pretty nice area. So I was always confused of how they live there and shit. So I go to their door and I'm kind of like on bullshit. Like anything could happen. If shit go left, I'm cool with it going left, because I'm kind of mad. So I knock on the door. And the door slowly opens, and lo and behold, it's an older lady. So I'm kind of froze, like, what the fuck? I've never seen any adults in this shit. Like, then an old lady answered the door. Not too old, but like late 40s, early 50s. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of caught off guard. So I'm like, hey, I had a package delivered. Did you happen to grab it for me? And I try to say it in the nicest way as possible, because like, why would she grab a package? You don't even fucking know me. But you know, she might have wanted to be nice or something. She was like, no, I wouldn't do that. And I'm like, she kind of seemed defensive. And I'm like, you know, not like, you know, not saying that you stole it, but, you know, just to keep it out of, you know, to prevent it from being stolen or whatever. But she was like, no. So I walk off a little upset, because I'm like, yo, that's not who's usually in this unit. So fast forward, at this point, I'm like, I can't do anything, because only thing I saw was FedEx drop it off, and I just see my neighbor bring it in, and I trust him not to do that. So somebody just stole my fucking package. So me coming off this $988 loss, I buy another security camera. I put it right outside of my unit. So I have one right outside the building and right outside my unit. It can look through the hallway or whatever. So I just got the GoPro. So I ordered some accessories off of Amazon, and you know, they didn't fucking fit, but that's neither here nor there. I got some GoPro accessories, and I bought a pack of t-shirts, some Gildan t-shirts. And on Sundays, I work at my brother's restaurant. So while I was working, I look at the tracking number and I see that my Amazon package just got delivered. So my neighbor, you know, he walking in the house, and he called me up like, hey, you know, you got an Amazon package here. Did you want me to grab it? And I'm like, nah, you can leave it there. He go in the house, you know, he do what he do. About 30 minutes later, he comes back out, and he hit me up again like, yo, your package is still out here, but it's open. Did you want me to grab it? And I'm like kind of smiling at this point, like gritting my teeth, like, nah, just leave it there, man. So long story short, when I get off of work from the restaurant, and I get to the house, my package is still there. I grab it, bring it upstairs, check and see if everything is in there. Everything is in there, but it's been open. I can tell that the little GoPro packet, it was open or whatever. So I sit on my couch and I go through the footage. And lo and behold, I see that one of the dudes, the older lady that I spoke to a couple days before about my drone, one of her sons came in. I got all of this on camera. Like, first he get out the car, he walk up the stairs. I guess he was on the phone or something, or he was preoccupied with his phone. But when he was opening the front door, he took a nice long look at the package. Then he walked in. A little bit later, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes later, after he gets out the house, you know, he walking down the hallway, he looking around, looking in front of him, looking behind him, look up top, make sure nobody there. He opened the door a little bit, peek his little head around, and he snatched the package. So he take the package, go back in the house, open it. I guess he don't see anything that's worth taking or anything of value. So his dumb ass, you know, I guess he wanted to be a nice thief. He opened the package and he brings it back out to the front where it was and places it exactly where it was as if nothing happened. The package is like wide open. So he does that. And on the way back in, he looking again, like he looking down, like nobody on the first level saw me. Look to the left, nobody on the top left saw me. And he look on the right, like, oh shit. And he'd see like my camera protruding out. But my camera is like, it's kind of deceptive because my camera is basically shaped like a fan. You know, it got the round base, it got the stick, then it got like the round head or whatever. But my camera is facing like directly down. So it's pointed down at my floor mat. But it's kind of like a fisheye effect. So it's facing directly down, like it's looking at the shoes or my boots or whatever. But you can see everything. So this idiot, he walk up, look directly at the camera from the first level. Then he want to see if he can get a closer look. He walk up the stairs and look directly into the camera. So I found out that it was the downstairs neighbor. I don't think he lives there, but it was his ass. Holy shit, that's a crazy. Car is messed up. So anyways, let me fast forward before this video get too long. It's already long. So I'm pissed off. I'm ready to fuck some shit up. And, you know, people telling me like, yo, don't do that. You know, this is like a little bum ass little boy. You got too much to lose, blah, blah, blah. So I'm taking heeds to what everybody is saying. And I'm so glad they were there for me because I wasn't trying to hear none of that shit. So they tell me, yo, call your landlord, call the police, do one of the two, please. Do both of them. So I start off with calling the landlord. Because, you know, I've never called the police before. I don't like getting police involved in stuff. So I start off by calling the landlord. I tell the landlord, and me and my landlord is cool. So I'm like kind of thinking, you know, he gonna get to the bottom of it. I call him, I send him the footage, and he pissed off. He calls the lady, and the lady is acting like, oh my God, I'm so shocked, or whatever. And then he calls me back, and he's basically what he said is like, hey, Javen, I understand you're upset. You know, you paid a lot of money for that. And, you know, with this whole COVID thing going on, that money's not easy to come across. And, you know, even I'm hurting too, you know. It kind of shocked me because she has a good rental history. And basically, I ain't gonna say the whole conversation, but basically what I got out of the conversation is, look, man, it's unfortunate that happened. I let her know that you might possibly be calling the police, but hey, with all these people moving in and out because of COVID and it's hard as fuck to find a tenant, I can't do shit for you because I don't want to evict this woman. That's basically what I got out the situation, out of our conversation. So I'm pissed. So I call the police, and I have no experience with calling the police. Like, I didn't even know how to. I've never filed a police complaint or file a whatever that term is. I never done any of that. So I called the police. They come over, and this is the crazy part. So the police knock on the door, they come in, and they like, so what happened? I tell them what happened. I show them the footage, and they basically snapped on me. They're like, they raising their voice at me like, why would you get that sent to the house? Why wouldn't you get insurance? You didn't think to get a signature required? They like going off on me, and I'm like, yo, you know, I tell them the whole FedEx situation, like, yo, I had no idea. Like, why wouldn't DJI have a signature required on a package that valuable? So long story short, they tell me, hey, we can't really, I showed them the footage and everything. They're like, we can't really do anything, but you can file a complaint or file a report or whatever, and we'll go downstairs and talk to them. They went downstairs, knocked on the door. Nobody even came to the fucking door, and the police left. And this is my thing. Upon them leaving, I'm like, I wish I would have said this while they was there, but like, they basically, with me showing them the footage, they're basically telling me that I can go to somebody's house, see a package, open that shit. If I don't like what I see in there, I can put it back and be scot-free. Like, you ain't gonna get no ticket. Is that not tampering with mail? Like, somebody please make sense of this. So long story short, that's pretty much the end of it. I'm here now. I hit up DJI. I told them the situation. They can't do shit for me. Out of $988. What I want y'all to do is let me know. Yeah, I want your advice from y'all. What should I do? Y'all leave it in the comments below. And yeah, until next time. If you want to show your appreciation for the content, you can donate via Cash App or the PayPal icon on the front page banner.